Well, hello everybody and welcome to the show. My name is Jared Lee and I'm joined as usual by my lovely wife, Jamie Lee. So Jamie, how you doing?
I'm doing pretty well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty well. I will say Happy New Year's to everybody out there.
Happy New Year.
And hopefully everybody had a really good Christmas also.
I did.
As we, we had a good Christmas.
We did.
As we took our typical annual hiatus toward the end of the year to kind of it was kind of actually nice, I will say. I still did videos, although I did have a slight scare. If anybody saw on the main channel and on the podcast channel, we were demonetized for like a weekend.
Yeah.
So that was kind of stressful. That happened like literally on Friday, and then it got resolved. Like I woke up Monday morning and I was like, oh, it's fixed. But that was not a fun thing to deal with. But other than that, It was actually kind of nice. We had a really good Christmas. You might notice Jamie is a little sniffly.
So I got the allergies going because we have a licky puppy now.
Yes, we got the kids a puppy, and they're
did.
super excited. And Jamie is allergic to most dogs. Now this dog doesn't shed,
Right.
but Jamie's allergic when dogs lick her face, and she can't resist allowing the puppy to lick her face.
It's my own it's my own worst enemy kind of thing, like a catch-22. Like, you know, I love it, but I also hate it.
In defense,
I can't stop it.
he is very cute.
His name is Theo.
He's very small.
Very small.
We thought he was like 8 weeks old when we got him, but apparently he was like 6 weeks.
6.5
Yeah,
ish. Like he was bitty. So yeah, he's 8 weeks now, and he is a ball of fun, and kids love him, and he keeps me up at night.
He does do that.
It's like having a newborn again.
He falls asleep in our daughter's bed, but obviously puppies need to like go to the bathroom more often. So we go get him about midnight, take him out, put him in our bed, and he usually wakes us up at some point by licking us or nudging us. He's actually for a puppy, he's actually pretty good. But
yeah.
But yeah, that's why Jamie's a little sniffly, because he was licking her face.
Dang
and I remember he was doing it and I was like, you're just gonna get stopped up now.
It's true. Maybe you don't hear it very much, but it comes and goes. Like it depends. If the dog is near me and he starts licking me, I'm like, oh, okay, I gotta go wash my hands, gotta wash my body.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I start getting snifflies. But if he doesn't touch me, I'm fine.
That's true. That is true. But yeah, we had a nice little Christmas break, but ready to, 2026 is already here, so we're ready to go. I
cannot believe it.
I can't either. I don't do New Year's resolutions.
Same.
But I always have goals, of course. And we're almost at 1,000 subs on this channel on YouTube. Like, I think we're like 9 subs away at this point.
So close.
So that'd be a nice little New Year's thing. I was hoping to get that before the end of the year, but given we didn't have new episodes for like 2 weeks,
yeah,
I was like, well, it's
okay.
Probably not going to happen, but we're almost there. But it was nice, and hopefully everybody out there had a nice one and ready to start the year, as we have a lot of pent-up news to talk about.
Pent-up news?
Well, there was news going on that we didn't have shows. So now we're going to make up for that by relieving the pent-up pressure of all the news. I don't know.
All right, Jared.
I don't know if that makes any sense or not.
All right.
So we're going to talk about, there's some stuff going on with Epic. There's some refurbs going on, a very lengthy one for Jurassic Park River Adventure that we're going to talk about.
Yes.
And if we have time, we're also going to talk about, hopefully this doesn't happen, but the potentiality that there could be more tipping coming to Orlando. We'll see. We're going to talk about it. It's out in Hollywood. I don't like it. So we're going to talk about that. And everything else that we have planned here. But before we do that, just want to remind everybody, if you are watching us on YouTube, please like this video and subscribe to the channel. Again, we are almost at 1,000 subs. That'd be a great milestone to get to. And if you didn't know we had video versions of the show, you can go over to YouTube at CTM Podcast and subscribe over there. And if you're listening on good old trusty audio podcast that, we're on all the major platforms that you can find out there. We just ask you to please subscribe and leave us a review if you're able to. We'd greatly appreciate that. It helps us continue to grow the show and talk about all these things we're going to talk about today. So
That's right.
We're going to get right into it. So first, we got sort of 3 sections here. The first one we're going to have is like what's coming in the near future to Universal Orlando. So the first one we have is Universal Orlando annual pass holder bonus benefits are going on from January 5th through January 31st.
Yeah, and that's just, it's a lot. Basically, it's a time for pass holders to be appreciated, if you will. Higher discounts on food and merchandise, and special entrance into the parks, special magnets. Sometimes there's lanyards. So it's just like a way to, say like, hey, we appreciate you, pass holders. Thanks for being here.
Question: where do I pick up my crown?
Oh, you think you get a crown?
If I'm feeling appreciated, I would appreciate if I walked in and they were like, "Here, sir, here's your."
Here, sir.
But here's the thing, though: it's not going to feel that important if everybody else has one too.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess you would recognize other pass holders by the crowns they have on.
Right.
But then there could be power struggles. It could be it could be really turn into Game of Thrones pretty quickly.
My gosh.
If we're being quite honest.
You also get like discounts on the VIP tour. That's cool. Discounts on hotels, which you get pretty much year round, but they can be a little bit more during this month. Stuff like that. Dining is a little discounted. There's like special menu items you can choose. So I don't know. Like it's a good time to go. They do this basically twice a year.
Yes.
So it's pretty cool, but it's going on the 5th through the 31st of this month.
Yeah. Well, I feel appreciated.
Appreciate you, sir. Appreciate you.
I feel very appreciated. So
yeah.
We also have Rock the Universe is coming to Orlando from January. Well, it's going to be January 23rd through the 24th. If you don't know what this is, what is this, Jaime?
This is basically the Christian music festival that they have at Universal every year, 2 days. And so you have bands like Switchfoot.
They've been around forever.
Lecrae. They got Phil Wickham, Forrest Frank, who's very popular.
Forrest Frank is going to be massive.
That's on Friday.
Yeah, he is actually broken through to like
huge.
mainstream.
He's huge.
Yeah, that's going to be a big show.
Colton Dixon, Passion, Tarian, Sam Rivera, Caleb and John. There's a lot of, I don't recognize a lot of these, but I do know that Forrest Frank is the big draw here.
I think the big ones I know Lecrae is pretty big too.
Lecrae and then Switchfoot.
Yeah, obviously. Forrest Frank, Lecrae, and probably Switchfoot are going to be
Switchfoot is for the old millennials, if you will.
I mean, yeah, I don't know if they're still relevant or not. To be honest, I used to be really, really into music, and I still enjoy it, but I very rarely listen to music anymore, so I'm not really up on if Switchfoot has recent hits or not. I know Forrest Frank does because our kids and nephews and nieces all love listening to him. So they had a Christmas song, like Christmas Morning, that our son wanted to play just on repeat all of December.
Yeah. So you can buy special tickets, and they have group tickets as well. And that's all on the website if you want to take a look at that. But yeah, it's the 23rd and 24th. And if you don't want to attend this festival, I suggest maybe avoiding this weekend.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of youths, if you will. They're going to be out and about. So yeah, they're probably a little rowdy bunch.
They do get rowdy.
Yeah.
They do.
But if you do have someone, if you yourself or someone, a kid or somebody wants to go, I mean, they have pretty decent discounted tickets. It's actually not that expensive to be able to do it. So
yeah, not too bad.
And you get to go do all the park stuff and see the concerts.
That's true.
So it's kind of, especially as expensive as concerts are. If you wanted to see like Forrest Frank, it's going to be way cheaper to do it this way and then be able to go to a theme park all day versus probably going to a dedicated concert.
Yep.
So
that's true.
If that's up your alley, that's something going on.
Yes.
And then there is, as always, which is one of our favorite festivals, is the Universal Mardi Gras International Flavors of Carnival. And this is going on February 7th through April 4th.
Yeah, I think it's right before Easter.
Usually. I think they've shortened it a little bit. It seemingly went on forever.
I think it was the 2021, 2022. It was like after COVID. It lasted like a long time because I think they were just like, let's just keep it going. But it went to like the end of April.
I think it did, yeah.
But it's a fun time. They've got the food booths from basically countries around the world that celebrate Carnival. We've got a cool Mardi Gras parade, which we have run on those floats a couple times, and that's awesome.
It's a great time because
it's so fun.
If you get to be on it, you have full authority to throw things at people,
chuck those
and they
necklaces.
encourage you to do it.
Yes.
I mean, it's a great time, and people are very happy. I've never been in a situation where they're like, please throw things at me, and I'm like, gladly, I will do so.
I mean, I've said this on the show before, but I think it's not my favorite parade but I think it's the most fun.
Like your favorite theme park parade?
Yeah.
Well, it's more fun, obviously. Well, we've seen it both ways. It's definitely a lot of fun because you get to be a part of it, which is very unique.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't know if I like it watching it as much as I do like the Mickey's Christmas parade, like at Disney World.
Yeah, I mean, it's not as the parade. Yeah, it's one where like obviously people are wanting to catch beads.
Yeah.
So it's not as much about like watching the floats as it is to catch the beads, sort of thing.
I mean, the music is good. They throw the confetti. It's a good old time.
I'm also not really big on like Cajun stuff.
Oh yeah.
So for me, it's like, I mean, it's fine. It's fun, but yeah, I would agree. It's probably not the best. Like in of itself, the parade is probably not like the best parade, but
it's the most.
It is probably the most fun though.
Yeah. That's what I think.
Because our daughter always tries to get as many beads as she can.
Of course. And of course, they've got the tribute store, which they have for basically different events throughout the year. They'll have them for the Mardi Gras Festival. They've got merchandise. It's the whole nine. And it is very fun. Lots of purple, lots of gold, lots of green.
Lots of gold.
Lots of confetti and lots of necklaces.
It is funny. After the parade, they have all the confetti get shot out. And then immediately the crews to clean it up. They have to do that every single night.
Every night. Every night.
Although they have some very high-powered vacuums that they use.
Yes.
It's kind of actually interesting watching them do it because they get
They do it really quickly.
They get it cleaned up rather quickly.
Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome.
It is a good time.
So anyway, that and they also have the concert series. I forgot the concert series they do. They have some pretty like decent people.
Michael Bolton.
Is he one of them?
I don't know.
I don't think they've announced the lineup yet.
If Michael Bolton's there, I'm there.
Okay, I'll remember that.
Just letting you know right now.
Yeah, but we've seen Diana Ross. We've seen
Diana Ross was not a great one.
She was a hot mess.
Diana Ross this was during 2020. Was it 2020 or 2021? It may have been 21.
They didn't have it 2020.
Okay, so probably 2021, but it was right whenever because Universal had like. It was not mandatory to wear face masks. And
then it was 2022.
Okay. Somewhere around that area.
Yeah.
And she was in the midst of trying to sing, she would put her mask on, like, cause she was like kind of like going at some people in the crowds for not wearing masks. So it got really weird because she started lecturing the crowd. And by the way, this is Florida. So people started kind of like booing her and yelling back at her. And then she put her mask on, which was bedazzled in like maybe it was diamonds, I don't know.
Right.
And then she was trying to sing through the mask, and then really quickly you figured out like, oh, she can't do this because obviously like you can't breathe in those.
Right.
And so she took the mask. It was really weird, but she was there, and they've had some decently big acts come through over the years there.
It's been great. So they'll announce that, and then those dates get like a couple weeks, maybe we'll find out.
They usually, I think it's be closer to the event when they announce those.
And those usually stop like mid-March, end of March. Those don't go into April.
Yeah, it's usually, I think it's usually on Fridays.
Fridays or Saturdays. Yeah, I think it depends, but yeah.
Yeah. Those are very busy nights when they have concerts going on. What I will say with the food booths, the food quality has gotten much better, I would say, ever since, especially like 2022.
Food and beverage card, it's like basically a little gift card that you get for a discount, and that's a great thing to have.
It's actually a pretty good value. If you're a pass holder, you can buy. They have one. I think it's like $75 is the normal one that gets you like maybe gets you $100 worth. I don't know. It gives you a certain.
$75 worth for $60.
Okay, that's what it is.
And then
I think if you're a pass holder, you can get like $120 worth for like $100.
$150 worth for $120.
Well, I was close. Okay, it was in the hundreds. Either way, if you're gonna do it, it's actually it does save you money, and you also can use your AP discount whenever you use these. And it's actually, to be quite honest, it's a gift card you can kind of use anywhere.
Yeah.
They sell it as a card that you use for the food, but you technically could use it anywhere. But yeah, so you can actually save some pretty decent money if you're planning on going around and trying all the food items and all that stuff. But get yourself some beignets.
Beignets?
And drinks to feel festive and all those things. You can do that. But yeah, so definitely looking forward to Mardi Gras. Then you have Butterbeer season, which is an annual thing, and that is taking place this spring.
Yep, they usually have some limited edition butterbeer food or drink items, and they have a bunch of merchandise items too. It's fun. We like butterbeer.
Butterbeer's good.
They have a whole butterbeer store now in City Walk.
That's true. You don't even have to go into the parks to get it.
Get your butterbeer fix out of the parks.
It's a good point. It's a very good point. And then looking to later in the year, of course, you have Halloween Horror Nights every year, August through November. A lot of rumors there. Who knows what houses end up being there. And then you have holidays at Universal, as we just got done with that. But that also is November through December. So it's kind of looking forward to 2026 of the events and things that we know about right now.
Yeah. And we'll have dates of everything like for like butterbeer and Halloween Horror Nights and holidays going, in the future.
But we won't tell you about it.
But we're not going to say anything because we're jerks.
We're going to keep it to ourselves. I feel like that's a good way to run a podcast, I think, is to
be like, we know things, but we're not going to tell you.
No information that people can find elsewhere. And
right.
You're like, I'm just not going to tell you.
Right.
Yeah.
Let's call it gatekeeping, my friend.
I don't have resolutions, but I'm going to try new things this year. That's one of them.
I'm going to be more withholding.
Hey guys, I got some news stories. Not going to tell you all the details though.
You're just going to have to guess.
See if that entices you to keep listening.
Oh my
I don't think
goodness.
I have a hypothesis that it won't, but
okay.
Anyways. All right. Well, that's all the stuff we have about what's coming up. So we have the what is new that's going to be
new
at Universal.
Hey you, what's new?
What was that? Was that Italian?
Hey you, what's new?
I feel like it morphed mid-sentence.
Oh my gosh, who's that comedian guy who's like, what's the deal with this?
You mean Jerry Seinfeld?
No. He's like Italian-American.
Sebastian Maniscalco or whatever.
Oh my gosh.
His thing isn't really what's the deal. Yeah, his deal is kind of like,
what's the deal?
I was walking through the airport. What's with people?
What's with the people? But he says it really low.
He does.
The people.
It's actually pretty funny.
I love
but it's usually just commentary. I'm like, yeah, I agree. What is with people?
And something he says is just like really simple, and it's a way he says it. It's just like, it's genius.
Not to go on a side tangent. If you want to laugh about something that's very accurate, he has a bit. You can look up on YouTube or anywhere about when people knock on your door nowadays versus back in the day. Back in the day, it was like, oh, we got company. Hey, welcome. And he's like, nowadays people knock on your door, like getting on the ground, like, did you call? Is somebody coming over today? I'm like, that.
You want to know why? You want to know why we're like that, Jared?
I don't know.
Because that's millennials. That's millennial speak. Because we were taught as children that everybody wanted to steal us.
I mean, they wanted to steal me, I'm pretty sure.
We were always like afraid of getting like kidnapped. I'm just saying.
I don't know.
I'm just saying.
I'm trying to think when I was a kid. I don't think I ever really had a fear of being kidnapped very much. But there was a lot of stranger danger.
A lot of stranger danger. That's what I'm saying. Like, just don't talk to anybody you don't know. Be like, okay, fine.
I mean, if I'm being honest, when I'm like working out in the garage and I see somebody like pulling up near my house, I'm like, what are you doing here?
And then Gen Z would like literally not move. They would just sit on the couch scrolling. Like if they saw them at the door and the person saw them sitting, they'd just be like, I don't care.
Yeah, and even though the guy's he's the mailman that comes every day, I'm like, what are you up to?
Right.
What is this you're putting in this box near my home?
And the boomers are like, who's visiting so late at 7:30? Let me get to the door. Oh, hello, neighbor.
Wow, we're just insulting all the generations.
Sorry, that was a man I was doing.
I figured as much.
Trotting over.
I figured as much, yeah. Well, speaking of what's new.
Sorry.
I was trying to think, what were we talking about? Yeah, what's new? So starting in 2026, we talked about this before, but certain ticket types, when you're talking about Epic Universe, now have more options. You can now park hop to and from Epic Universe on any ticket package that includes park hopping.
You can do multiple days, more than just one day add-on. You can do more than that. It's great.
That is very nice.
That's really nice.
Previously, it didn't really matter. Even those international ticket packages that were like 15 days, it only included 1 day at Epic. So whatever ticket package you got, whether it was 3, 4, 5 days or 15, it was all just 1 day at Epic. Now you can have multiple days. So there is some loosening up of Epic. And before anybody asks, no news on annual passes. I'm going to predict you're not going to see those until like 2027 or beyond.
Okay.
I don't think they're going to come in 2026. Unless something drastically changes with wait times and all that stuff. But as of now, that's probably the number one question I get constantly is, you know anything about annual passes? Like, I know nothing.
I know nothing.
I really hope they happen soon, but I just don't think realistically that they will. But, we also have the new 2026 Military Freedom Pass.
Yeah, and this is it starts at $220 per person for an adult 2-park ticket. And it's basically just like a very heavily discounted Universal ticket. And it's special because this is the anniversary. This is 250 years, bro.
It's true.
So you get a 2-park pass or you get a 3-park pass. I don't think there is an Epic option.
There is not.
Okay.
It would essentially be an annual pass.
Right.
So they're not going to do that at Epic. But I think you can you get discounted tickets? I think you can get discounted tickets still to Epic if you're military.
I think you can.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't buy these through Universal. This is through the military, but this is an option if you are a eligible service member. So.
And our neighbor is.
He is a current Marine.
He is the most Marine I've ever met in my life.
Dude, he's a good guy.
He's a really good guy, but it's funny. You think of a Marine, like I have no doubt of his prowess. Like I'm not doubting that. But when you talk to him, he's very talkative into like video games and nerd stuff. I'm like, you are an interesting Marine, sir.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, he is Marine, and you can find that discount there. And also, starting sometime soon, the Lost Continent is going to be demolished.
Yep.
For something new. Now, Universal has not said what that something new is, and we've talked about this a few other times.
Yeah,
before.
we won't go into it too much.
But likely to be Pokemon, but we'll see what ends up happening there. But the demolition there, I'm going to guess it hasn't started yet as of that I'm aware of. They have some construction walls beginning to set up. They've gotten rid of some trees in the backstage area, so they're getting ready to start the demolition here.
Okay.
I would say probably... If it doesn't start in January, it's probably going to start in February, but sometime very soon, that's going to be starting. And then, speaking of other things coming, Hollywood Rip Ride Rockit, of course, closed back in August. And as they were tearing that down, they were building the replacement coaster, which we also don't know what that's going to be.
No announcement on that yet.
Well, I've been told Fast and Furious. We will see. But that one is definitely coming along.
Will that open this year?
I don't think it will.
Okay, so maybe we'll get an announcement what it is at least this year.
I think this year we will. I presume the entire time it'll probably open in 2027.
Okay.
But Universal does build quick, so they could get going really fast. I mean, it's not a whole land; it's just a singular ride. So you do have the potential it could open this year. But I would just assume 2027. But I would assume we'll find out this year, though. But that is they're making progress on that thing. It's very similar to Epic. Every time you turn around, you're like, oh. More stuff is done, so they're definitely moving along with it. Yeah. One also for refurbishments, Expo Eats, which is a food kiosk that is over there by the Animal Actors Show, pretty near DreamWorks Land, very close to Central Park area. That is actually kind of being completely refurbed. There's a new whole pavilion there going in. That's I don't know if it's going to still be Expo Eats, but it does look bigger. So that is going to be a change that's currently under. They're behind construction walls, but I guess that thing probably open in a couple of months at least. Okay. So construction will take too long on that, but we'll see if that's anything different there. But it seemingly probably have some more options there, to be my guess. And these next two ones are very interesting. So the first one, we've talked about this months ago as this was rumored, but Universal is now actively taking bids for a new transportation system that they are proposing that's going to be between Epic Universe and Universal Studios main campus and City Walk. So we talked about this before, but there's a lot of rumors out there that the Boring Company, which is Elon Musk's company, that they were looking at this potentially doing a tunnel. There were people on the ground, business owners, that were saying that the Boring Company had representatives out there looking at real estate and everything like that. So this is something that they're going to do. Now, it doesn't mean it's going to be a tunnel. I have lots of questions about a tunnel in Florida. Right. But they have said in these meetings that they feel like they can do it. Yeah. So I don't know. But they're taking bids. I don't know if during the initial bid process, if the Boring Company was involved, but there are some other companies. A lot of these autonomous vehicles like Beep and these companies are putting bids in here. So in the report here, it says that Musk's company, the Boring Company, was not explicitly mentioned in the document, but they have submitted a proposal on this. Okay. And so this is going through. Universal has also their own district now. They've had it, but it's called the Shingle Creek Transit and Utility Community Development District. Holy moly. Say that 4 times fast. They opened bids from companies to, quote, provide, design, build, operation, and maintenance services for a new transportation project. And this project is a point-to-point innovative transportation, this initiative with a 25-year agreement. and bidders must demonstrate a minimum bonding capacity of $75 million, have at least 7 years of operational experience, and have completed a similar sized project within the past 15 years costing at least $25 million. So they're taking bids on this. Now, Beep, like I mentioned, is one of them. And I guess the question there comes into, they're clearly going to do something. I guess it comes down to, are they going to go the tunnel route? Because I think they want some sort of iconic transportation method and probably something thinking in the future about like they're going to be adding to the Epic Universe area more hotels, potentially another theme park, a City Walk 2.0. So a way to maybe relieve some of that pressure off just the buses is my guess. So obviously you have one way, which could be this tunnel method, which would be very unique. Lots of questions about it. But the other ones would be probably these, on ground driverless cars probably have their own lane. Would be my guess. But they are taking bids on that. So they are moving forward with this. I think it's probably just going to come down to cost. I would imagine a tunnel is insanely expensive to do.
Well, I'm thinking of, is it Boston that has the underground road or the underground like highway?
Well, they had tunnels. I mean, maybe. I mean, Vegas comes to mind because the Boring Company did the Vegas Loop.
Okay.
But that is for just specifically Teslas. So I would assume if they went the tunnel route, it wouldn't just be for Teslas. Or I don't know how that would work. But either way, they are going to go through with this. I guess my whole contention would be, I understand wanting some sort of transportation method that's unique because I think they want something like, people look at the monorail at Disney World. And they're like, oh, wow, that's really cool. Like something to, be unique for them. Personally speaking, though, if you're looking at a tunnel, I would imagine you're starting getting into the billions for a tunnel. Yeesh. Versus if you did these autonomous vehicles, it's going to be cheaper. It's still going to give you what you want in terms of relieving that pressure potentially. Personally speaking, I would much rather more money go into lands, attractions, and things of that nature versus a transportation method in which there's really no ROI on that. Like directly. I mean, it could be something that people want to check out, but that's just sort of my 2 cents on it.
I think I don't know this, but I have to assume that it would cover future projects too. So if they have land in other areas, they may like complete it to include that eventually or something like that. Like almost preemptively extend their reach of this transportation system to account for what they'll do in the future.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, you know what I mean? Like,
well, and they also have near Epic, you've got the convention center.
Yeah.
And so it's probably, again, they're also going to have the Bright Line rail eventually, if that ever happens. That's going to have a stop at Epic. So there's going to be multiple ways to get to and from Epic potentially into the future.
Yeah.
So I can understand why they want to do it more of like future proof instead of running into an issue like when you eventually have a problem and then you have to build it, kind of being a little proactive, which I do like that. I like being a little proactive about their anticipating more growth and needing more things. Like, they've made road improvements on the drive from the main campus to Epic, like when they built it, which has made that drive much better. But you still have the issue of you're dealing with just normal traffic in Orlando.
Right.
And so if you've, now I would say if you have a tunnel that obviously would bypass the traffic and potentially, I mean, you could do something kind of cool, like kind of like the Hogwarts Express. Like if you had these buses or trains or whatever in the tunnel, you could have like where it's not like you're in a tunnel. It's like you're driving, you're going somewhere, like telling a story. They could do some stuff like that, but I guess we'll see. I mean, the tunnel is intriguing, but again, you're talking about the water table in Florida. Like I don't know the logistics of how you would do that. Again, they seem to think that they can, or it wouldn't be an issue. I kind of lean toward they're probably going to go with like Beep or one of these companies. And one thing I will say, I only know this because your dad almost worked for them, is Beep is in, I think they're in Jacksonville. They're probably in Orlando, but they're these self-driving buses, but they have a person inside of them that is there in case something happens. Like if you need to manually override something or help people. So
instead of them driving, they just are sitting there.
They just sit there.
They don't need to be driving.
I guess unless they have to take over.
Weird.
But yeah, I mean,
I don't have them driving.
Listen, I don't trust autonomous vehicles. Like I'm going to be old school probably the rest of my life and not want to deal with that. But if you are looking at a way like that could be unique, and I would like Disney proposed this like 5 or 6 years ago, but having like these completely separate lane where the normal traffic could interact with it. I would imagine that might be something they would do, because that would that would bypass a lot of the traffic.
For sure.
Like if you were able to just go on a roadway, not have to deal with the stop signs or stoplights and things like that. So we'll see. But they are taking bids on that, and there's no timeline that I have seen about when they might build this, how quickly, or anything of that nature. They did have a quote though about they were looking on an aggressive yet realistic time frame, and I was like, that seems to be Universal's MO. Is like aggressive but realistic, because they just build quickly. So
yeah,
we'll see if there's any more news about that this year. I imagine there probably will be. So and when we learn about that, we won't tell you about it.
Wow.
Well,
again,
I thought
again withholding.
I thought we were doing New Year's resolutions. I'm kidding. And then some very interesting news is Universal filed a trademark for what is potentially going to be the thinking is a new nighttime show at Epic Universe.
Yay.
Because they filed a trademark and a logo for Celestial Goodnight.
Okay. I like that.
And there was really nothing else attached to it in terms of anything else other than we know they filed a trademark for it.
Okay.
Obviously, Celestial Park. You have the fountain there.
What is a celestial goodnight? Like shooting stars, comets, stuff like that?
I would imagine. I mean, obviously, people have wondered about a nighttime show at Epic since it opened. They've had they had a fireworks show on like the opening ceremony. They had one for the 4th of July.
And for New Year's Eve.
Mm-hmm. So obviously they have the fireworks peninsula behind Helios where they shoot off the fireworks.
The firework peninsula, yeah.
I mean, it is a peninsula
yeah.
there. So obviously they're able to do it. They did talk about earlier in 2025 how they commented they were still working on this show. And I do know when I'm talking to people at Universal, they have been working on it, but I don't know a timeline. But one would assume with a trademark name and a logo, they're probably kind of getting close to this. Mm-hmm. And there has been some, I guess you would say, progress or movement. There have been some new things that in that firework area, some new buildings have popped up and things back there. So I think they are doing prep work to eventually have a nighttime show like every night.
That'd be great.
And they've also, some people at Helios have noticed some different testing. There was a fountain show that had a projection on it of like one of the Harry Potter, was it the Phoenix? I can't remember what it was, but like having almost like Phantasmic where you have the fountains going and there's a projection on it. Also kind of like sensational too.
Right.
So they might be working on a whole new fountain show and a fireworks show as part of this.
That'd be cool.
Yeah, I think it'd be great.
It needs it. It needs it.
It does. It also needs to be open a little later.
I agree. Although the Universal in their hours, it's a whole nother conversation.
Yeah, I really figured they would. I mean, they can keep Epic open later. I mean, they have the issues of the sound ordinance with the city when you're dealing with, I believe, with like Islands of Adventure and the main campus of Universal Studios. They don't have that issue at Epic. I'm imagining it's just due to logistics that they haven't kept it. I mean, they've had they've had open later sometimes and other times, but I would love for this park to be open until like midnight.
That'd be great
because it's so cool at night.
I feel like people would feel they got more stuff done.
Yeah, and especially in the summer, like it's not as hot at night.
Yeah,
and things of that nature.
Yeah.
So I hope that comes this year. I hope later park times. I hope a fireworks show. Eventually a parade. Like there's a lot of things they're still going to add to this park, but it is good to see that potentially, again, this is Universal hasn't said what this is for. All we know is they trademarked this name with a logo. So
yeah,
it could be for the show or it could just be they want to trademark it for something down the line. But potentially it's good news though.
Yeah. Okay.
So, all right, well, let's move into our next segment, which is refurbishments that are coming.
Refurbishments.
And there's quite a few that are coming. Mm-hmm. So the first one is probably the biggest one, I would say, is Jurassic Park River Adventure is going to be closed until November for a pretty major refurb.
It literally just closed like a couple days ago. And it'll be down. And I don't know exactly what they could do a whole change up, make it Jurassic World.
We talked about this.
But I think they would need longer than 10 months for that.
Yeah, maybe. I mean, the time frame, it's a long refurb. This ride needs it.
Right.
It does need a lot of updating on different things. I've had some hurricane damage over the years. Some of those animatronics aren't working. I suppose there is the potential that they do retheme it to say Jurassic World,
Maybe.
Which I've kind of been surprised they haven't leaned more into that, considering Jurassic World was literally based on a theme park featuring dinosaurs. I feel like it's a very natural fit. But of course, you are talking about it is the original Jurassic Park. But at the same time, in the same area, I mean, Velocicoaster is based off Jurassic World. So you do have some inconsistencies there, but no word if they will. I kind of lean toward they probably won't, but I personally wouldn't be upset if they did.
Right. I feel like they would make it a bigger deal if they were going to do that.
Probably, but Universal also doesn't say much sometimes.
Yeah, they're pretty
just
quiet.
They just kind of do stuff, but
Yeah.
I don't know. Either way, refurb of this ride definitely needed.
I do like this ride.
Yeah. I mean, it's been a while. I need to ride it when it reopens. I'll ride
You
it
just
again.
get real wet on your face, just right in front of you, because it goes.
You also have a very large splash zone
yes
when this comes down. If you're a bystander,
yes
you can
beware
get
those waves.
you can get very wet here.
Yeah.
So that is going on. And then the Universal Horror Makeup Show, which I've always enjoyed this show. I believe it's an opening day show.
It is.
So Universal initially announced that this was going to close down early in January for a reimagining. And then a few days later, they came back and said it's not going to close immediately. It's still going to close sometime in 2026 to be reimagined, but they've pushed that back.
Okay.
So initially they had said it was going to be to probably updating it for like more modern movies, more modern horror movies and things. Because during this show, it's like audience participation. It's actually really funny. And they show you like special effects of like some of the old school horror movies, how they did all that stuff.
Do you think they'll update the theater? Those chairs were very old.
They
Do you remember how like old they were?
Yeah, they could get a completely different, update the chairs and everything like that. So it's unknown in terms of what they would refurb it, when they're going to do it, and really how long it would be. But
Yeah.
I am glad to see it is coming back, because it is a very enjoyable show. If you've never done it, I mean, you can do it now for the time being. But
I'm thinking the newest movie they had in there was it the Tom Cruise Mummy? Was that the newest one they had?
yes, I believe so.
Okay.
And that was like in 2010-ish.
Oh, gosh, don't quote me on that. I don't know. It has been a little bit. 2016? 2017?
2017. I
Okay.
was way off.
Okay.
I knew it was 2010s.
But there have been a lot of movies that have come out since then. So maybe they'll, put those newer ones in. That'd be great. Because like there's a lot of time when you're waiting for the show to like look around in the lobby, and they have a lot of those artifacts out there, which I really like to look at those.
Yeah.
And so let's get some newer ones in there.
Yep.
Like that.
What's the guy's name? It's always a different actor, but his name always stays the same.
What? Ooh, don't ask me. I don't remember.
I can't remember what it
I don't
is,
remember.
but yeah, it's usually a different guy. But it's actually really
Yeah.
every time I've seen it, it's always really enjoyable.
There's one woman that is the announcer person of the not the scientist, but
The host.
Yes, the host. I couldn't think of the word. She's amazing. I love her. I've seen her maybe 2 or 3 times now. She's consistent and amazing.
She's very
I
funny.
love her.
Yeah, very good show. So yeah, that will happen sometime. And then also Finnegan's Bar and Grill is now closed for a refurb, and no opening date has been announced. Unknown of
Nope.
exactly what they're refurbing here,
I don't know.
but it is getting a pretty decent refurb in there.
And this is a really busy place most of the time. So other places around it will probably be pretty busy, like Louis.
Yeah, I mean that's a very big place. Mm-hmm. So it's especially like a lot of people like to go into the bar area, especially like for parades and things like that.
Halloween Horror Nights.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I would imagine is going to be open again before Halloween Horror Nights.
I would hope so.
I'd be very surprised if you're looking at like a 10-month refurbishment.
I don't know. It depends on what they're doing. I don't know.
True.
I don't know.
Maybe old Finnegan wants to redo the whole thing.
Old Finny.
Old Finny. old Finny. And then also Volcano Bay is starting their annual long refurbishment beginning in October of this year and will be closed through March 2027, which is going to be the longest time it's been down. Mm-hmm. Now, there is some work going on near Volcano Bay, although I was curious what it may be. I was told by somebody that has worked at Volcano Bay that this is likely to be a cabana area.
Okay.
It's not a huge spot. It's like a little expansion area they have. I don't think it's going to be a new ride or anything, but there is some sort of small project going on Volcano Bay.
Those cabanas make a lot of moolah.
This is true. People like to lounge and chill out when they go to a water park.
They also sell out of them.
They do sell out of those.
Consistently.
Although this is going to be way off to the side. It's not going to be near like the main wave pool or anything like that.
That's okay. They're spread out all throughout the park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be at the very tail end of it. But
Okay.
yeah. So that is something that's going to be going on this year. So keep note of that. So I think we got caught up on most of the news. I think that's everything that we're kind of looking ahead for 2026, of course. And, now what do you think for 2026? Obviously 2025 is a big year. Epic Universe opened.
Yeah.
What are you looking forward to 2026? Obviously, probably not going to be as much of a banner year. You don't have a brand new park opening.
Right. I'm looking forward to see what Hollywood Rip Ride Rocket's going to be, like the new roller coaster.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to going to Epic again. And maybe not as an AP, like with an AP, like because they don't have them yet.
Right.
But I would like to go back sometime this year and do it again and see how the crowds have either changed or not changed.
Yeah.
So definitely that. And then I'm looking forward to Mardi Gras. I love Butterbeer season, Halloween Horror Nights, all of it. So, I love Universal. I love their events. And I'm sure they'll do something this summer, which they haven't said anything specific yet. But they usually have something going on in the summer.
The last couple of summers, it's been the mega movie parade.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they'll just keep that going.
I would be okay with that. I think that's a really good parade.
Yeah, like mega movie summer or
Listen,
something like that.
I always like seeing Back to the Future.
Always.
So I would be okay with that for sure.
Yeah.
No, I agree. I think Mardi Gras is definitely my favorite. Well, I guess if you consider Halloween Horror Nights a festival.
It's not. That's
right.
not a festival.
Or event, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Halloween Horror Nights, and then probably you would have Mardi Gras would be the next one. Like, it's nice because it's still good weather. Like, it's not insanely hot yet.
Yes.
And that's one thing if you're talking about like a food festival, it's really nice when it's not like sweltering hot.
This is why I hate food and wine.
Yeah, food and wine at Disney definitely gets... Yeah, nothing like walking around in 100-degree heat looking for some hot cheddar soup.
Yucky.
But
yucky.
I'm very curious. They're obviously, and we talked about this as well before the end of the year of 2025, is, of course, they're adding an expansion to Epic Universe that's going to be off the Ministry of Magic. I'm very curious how quickly that goes. Because obviously this park needs some help with the wait times and things of that nature. How much of an impact are they going to bring these wait times down much? I mean, that's a really big question, especially once you hit like the 1 year mark of like May. Like, what's this all looking like? I am very curious about that. Like, I love Epic Universe, but I want to go back, but I also don't want to wait 90 minutes for everything.
Right.
Which I think where a lot of people are.
Right.
So I'm curious how the park hopping will affect it.
I don't think it'll be positive for the wait times. I think the wait times will go way up, especially at night.
Yeah, that was one thing about the way it was set up before. You didn't have park hopping, so a lot of times toward the evening, things got a lot less wait times because a lot of people leave, and you don't have an influx of more people coming in. Now you're going to have that for sure. Yeah. So yeah, I am curious about that. I guess the park operations of Epic is what I'm really more curious about. All of it, Rip Ride Rocket's replacement. Curious about that. I'm also curious about other things. If the Rip Ride Rocket replacement is going to be Fast and Furious, which again I've been told that it is going to be, that then undoubtedly means that Supercharge is going to be on borrowed time. So would they announce something happening with that pretty quickly, or would they set for a while? Like there's some more rumors around that too about potentially like Back to the Future, some other things there. If the Lost Continent is going to be Pokemon, what comes eventually of the Simpsons area? Yeah, because I don't think that contract is going to get renewed. I believe it runs out in 2028. Does Universal decide to go ahead and just start working on that now? So there's a lot more things I think they will likely announce about new attractions. And even Mark Woodbury himself has said there's more stuff coming. So I think we're probably going to hear a lot more, a few more announcements about things coming to the parks this year. Probably not anything new opening up in terms of anything. I don't think Rip Ride Rocket's replacement's going to be done this year, but I think in the coming years, there's a lot more stuff to look forward to.
Yeah. I'm excited.
Yeah. Well, I should say also, like, some of the guys from the West Coast are coming over in March, so I'm going to hang out with some of those guys.
Yeah.
At Universal, so that'll be fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah, so. But, all right, well, that's a little bit of our first show of 2026. Looking forward a little bit to the year, of course. And we will be doing these shows weekly now, considering, it's going to be a weekly show now. So we got every Tuesday, you can check out episodes for Universal. Every Thursday, you got the Disney show. And then Jamie's doing Trip Tales intermittently. Not as much of on a consistent schedule now.
But definitely going on a long break for a bit. So
I get it. Those shows are you record a very long time. The editing takes a long time. So, I mean, for people that like Trip Tales, it was a labor of love in many ways. But we've just gotten more busy and just trying to allocate time a little bit more efficiently and some things like that.
Yeah.
So either way, I think that'll do it for the show, though. So be sure to check us out on social media. We're at Cap the Magic everywhere, including YouTube, where you can find me, where I do daily videos over there, live streams, and everything like that. Go check that out. Closing in on 20,000 subs. Getting close there. So go subscribe over there. And of course, you want video versions of this show at CTM Podcast on YouTube as well. And we're almost at 1,000. Hopefully we're at 1,000 by this time next week. That'd be great.
That'd be awesome.
I think we need like 9 more subs to get there. So do that. And then of course we have the other show on the network is the Disney show, which is every Thursday. So every Thursday you got Disney, every Tuesday you got Universal. And that's the other show you can check out on the network. And of course, if you are listening this far along in the show, I'm going to assume you enjoy what we do around here. If you'd like to contribute to the show, but if you'd like to become, a partner on the show, help us to keep pay the light bill, pay the internet bill, get some more extra content, interact with us a bit more, you can go join Club 32, and that's our private group where, we have a private podcast feed. You get CTM apparel company discounts year round. Have a private Facebook group. We do meetups. We have a meetup coming up very late in January. You can do that as well. It's a really great group. It allows us to continue to do the show, do the things we do in the parks, and be able to talk about them. And we greatly appreciate our Club 32 members. So if you'd like to join there, you can go to ctmvip.com. We have monthly or yearly options. And you can also join here on YouTube as well below in the membership options. You get the same perks there also. So you got 2 places to join. And if you'd like to join, we'd love to have you. Again, we definitely appreciate our Club 32 members and looking to do some more. I think one thing with dropping off of Trip Tales, we can do more Club 32 type stuff, like exclusive content and things there. So we're trying to balance things out to where we are able to provide as much entertainment and us just talking about stuff as possible, I suppose, if people like it. So that's where you can go. So again, ctmvip.com or here on YouTube is where you can join. So, all right, well, that's going to do it for the show. So thank you, everybody, for listening and or watching. And thank you, Jamie, for joining us.
Thank you.
And as Jamie always likes to say,
we will see you in the parks.
Bye.